Iborobo Santa Labuyutu, Ribo Sandore, Iborobo, Sekere, Imo Santa Labudereo, Imo Santa Laberea, Iborobo, Sandere, Ima Santa Labuyendere, Ikarabasundere, Iboribo, Iborobo Santa Labutu, we have been victorious. Iborobo, Esekere, we have been victorious. Ima Santa Labuyekere, we have been victorious. Iboribo, oh Santere, Imo Sakarabu Yenderebo Sendreya, Ikoribo Shantalabe Yendere, Durilebo Sekeri Masantalabe, Namatieza, Kubu Shantalabo, oh Rebo Seyao, Kuraba Santale. Death, Burelebo Santa Labo Yande, and death, Inoroko Shandalabe, Inoroko Skili Bahanta Labeya. Oh, death, oh, death, oh, death, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ibaruko Santa Labu Yenderebo, Nabureke Sanderebo Yendereya, Kurebo Sintelebo Yantalabe, Yereku Santalao, Iborobo, Yendere Yarabo Sandalabo, Yenderebo Seke Yaba Yaba, Noroko Sunde Labahantalabo, yeah, be victorious. Kurebo Sintelebo Yantalabe, Yereku Santalao, Iborobo, Yendere Yarabo Sandalabo, Yenderebo Seke Yaba Yaba, Noroko Sunde Labahantalabo, yeah, be victorious. By the nails pierced feet, by his nails pierced hand, and by the crown of thanks. Hibarabo Santa Labuye Dereke, Duribolo do Shanda Labuye Derebo, Mosekeribo Yantulubu, Sekeribo Sanda Labe, Ikorobo Santa Labe, Doribo Sunde, Boriko Sanda Yaba. We are the victorious. Mama Derebo. Inarabo Sunde, Inarabo Sando, we are the victorious. Ibaroko Sanda Labe. Nereke Santu Labu, Nereko Sundereo, Inaraba Shande, Oribo Sandalabo Yanderebo, Imasaka Yanderebo, Sanderebo, Senderebo, no, Marabeza, Nasundelebe, Nerika Sandalabo, Beshandalabe, Kurilaba Yandorobo, Neribo Santalabe, Kinaraba Hantalabea, Enimos Kulima Hantalabe, Enerebo Sundereba, Neye Kurima, Nereka Yurima Yenderebo, Sekeba, Neye Moskalabaye, Neriko Shanda, Neskarabayo, Nebu Shanda, Neskarabayo, Durekes Kalebu, Neskarabayo, Nebe Kurila, Nebe Santalabe, Ne Kurilaba, Yenderekos Klima Hantalabe, Yendereko, no Skribayanda, no, Inaraba Seke, and no, Ikorobo Yantalabo Yande, Merika Yando, Dorokos Klibayande, Masantalabu Yende, Kurilaba Yanderebo Yende, Musekereboya, Niriko Yandalaba Yende, and by the wound of the Marido Santalabe, and by the wound in the Rocos Klima Hantalabo Yende, by the Orika Shantalabo Yende, Naribose, Nerukoske, Naraba Yenderebose, Nereboka, Nerebo Han, Nerebo Yendereko Sendia, this. Maseke borita layambe. Imasantu leboyantala. Imoseke bole. Dureseke reboyantulubu. Imasanta labe. Meseke reboyantalabo. Kureba shandala. Derulebo sinderebo yao. Inereke seke rebo no marabisa. Ineroko shana no marabeza. I used to cry. I used to weep. Miracle Sandalabo when that it's Horiba Santalabo. Nereba seke rebo nayandea. Bula seke rebo yande rebo yao. I only cry for the second death. I only cry for the eternal death. I only cry for the second death. I only cry for the eternal death. Nereke Shandaraba, that one is too far. Nereko Sakaba, eternal is too far. Imaseke rebo yantala. Bula sandere boye kerebo yenderebo. Neresundere bonimo sekei. There is Santa Labu seke yanderebo. Kurilaba Santa Labe. You are being pushed back from the camp of Yazrael. You are being pushed back from the camp of Yehudim. You second death, you eternal death. You are being pushed back. You can't rob me anymore. You can't rob me of sorrow anymore. You can't rob me of sadness anymore. You have been pushed back in the Rokos Klimahan Talabo Seke, no more of this in the Rokos Klimahan Talabo Yantalabe, and no more of this Anarabos Klimahan Talabo Seke, no more of this, no more Ikorobo Santaya, no more of this, Imo Santa Labu, Bula Sakarebo Yanderebo, Neresunderebo Yerebo, Yeriko Sandalabu. Buruleke Sandalabe, Moriko Shandalabe, we have been victorious in their overcoming by the blood of the Lamb. No more Shandalabe, ne Kurabaya Talabo, hallelujah, Narabasenderebo, we have been victorious. We have been victorious. Moseke Rabose, Moseke Rabose, oh Moseke Rabose, Raboseke Rabo, you have been placed in order. You have been placed in miracle Sandra, you death, you second death. You have been pushed back, you have been placed in order. Miracles Kliba Handaraba, miracles Klima Hantalabo Sekeya, Ikorobos Karaba Yanderebo Kurilaba Yanderebe, in miracles Kliba Yanderekos Klima Hantalabos, Klima Hantalabe, miracles Klibo Hantalabo. You have been placed in order. We have been victorious. By the power of the cross, by the power of his burial, by the power of resurrection, and by the power of ascension. In we will be victorious. We will be victorious. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Greetings to the 12 tribes of Yazrael scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yehovah. Shabbat Shalom, much love and much prosperity attend your family. Yes, for you are the reason of our time-like truth. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom. Just as the Malach of Jehovah said unto Yehukanah the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Exactly what we are doing here, family. Decoding end times prophecies, signs, dreams in preparing people, body, house for the return of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom due all glory, worship, exaltation, honor, acclamation, nerebos kayabayo, wealth, power, narikos klima yanderebo, hikorobos klima riches, marikos klima hantalabe, to the glory of his magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very blessed one, the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah, and Nindorodo Shandarabe, the very pure energy of Abba Yahuwah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yes, Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped in the temple of your handmaid. Mishmaker and people, here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yahuwah, in retouching or in consummation, finishing of this wonderful, breathful, life-giving message or life resurrecting message Abba Yahuwah gave to you and me, already titled for you and me last Shabbat, The Mystery of Death. Let the dead bury their dead, part 2. I did the part 1 last week Shabbat, and I promised to to upload the part 2 in the midst of the week or third day of the week. My apology for that. Something came up that I were unable to do as I have promised. I do apologize for that. So like you can see now, I dropped some of my presentation because I want to, finish this message today once and for all. In order for me to go into another mystery next week Shabbat, the one that you heard from part 1, if you listen to part 1, called Amen. So we are going to unveil the mystery of Amen. It is more than what you know. It is powerful again. It is awesome. Make sure you follow, because this is the time of preparation and final cleansing, because the final cleansing, it is in the 7. Okay, cleansing on the 3rd day, that is not the consummation. The consummation or the final cleansing is right on the 7th, as we are going to see right now from the very royal law. So that was why I drew some presentation, like already, in order for me to really put this in consummation today. So family, it is very much possible you meet with only this part 1. You are not going to understand what happened, in this part 2. Therefore, you are not going to understand what happened in part 1. So in order for you not to get a crack, a confusion, it will be better as soon as you meet with this part 2, go and listen to part 1. Because we unveil a lot of mysteries over there. We are dealing with the mysteries of death. It is horrible. I'm not doing this to frighten nobody, but in order for you to run out of the ways of death. Because it is said, there is a way seems a good unto a man, and at the end, what happened? Death. So in order for you to get out of that way that seem good now, but the end is death, this is why we are unveiling the mystery of this word called death. D-E-A-T-H. It is disastrous. Of course, you can't expect something good to come out from this word death. It is painful, okay? So right now we are already death with a D and the scripture background, okay? We treat D, the mystery in D, the mystery in E, and also the mystery in A. So today we are going to talk about the mystery in T and the mystery also in H. Like you always know, if you have been a follower, I always know we also have a key points, okay? In this message or segment, we also have 4 our key points. Okay, we are also going to take it. It is powerful. It is just to put you in order, not to frighten you at all, but to put you in order. Also my soul, to also put my soul in order. So right now, without delay, let us go into the last alphabet, the mystery, Abba Yahweh brings out of it. If you have been a follower, you know the seal in the message. It is the message of Abba Yehovah. Okay? If you obey, it is blessed. That one is settled. It's irrevocable. But if you disobey in perverting this message, trying to resound it under the voice of you and try to mix it up, if you watch the part one, you will know what I'm talking about here. It is serious, okay? It is yield haywire warning from above. Abba Yahweh said, don't pervert his message. Don't pervert it, okay? Just take it the way it is. You are free to resound it under the voice of you. You are highly welcome to download it, to resound it, but do it not in a perverting way. Okay, if you listen to power, you will see the curses over there. Yes, if you obey, is blessed. If you disobey, it is cursed. So right now, let's do it. I think Allah has a break for me today, and Jesus the Jesus also have a break from me today. Okay, let me call it their holidays. Then you wait for me in the next Shabbat. All right, for the sake of time, because we have so much to disclose today concerning this very, very mystery of death. Is more important than Allah and Jesus. Okay, let me just, let those people, at least, what is that? I give you Shabbat, a rest. Here I am. Right now, we are already deaf with D, E, A. Now we'll go for T. What did that go for? This word called death. It is horrible. So horrendous. Of course, I'm not expecting to see anything wonderful to come out from this word called death. No. So now we'll go for the letter T. What did that go for T? Isn't it? Time is over to vacate this ground into another realm. Time is gone. It's over. Ribo Shandalabo. Go and listen to Pet 1 family. Alright? And see what D, E, A go for. Now you just heard the word T go for. Time is over to vacate this ground into another realm of eternal. Now scripture to validate this. Masekebo karakebo se masendebo here karakebo here Busekere karakabose masandere ye karakabohe 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 karakaboseke karakabohe karakabohe o masekebo Karakebose. Here I am, Bereshit 3:90. In the sweat of that faith, we know here. If you listen to part, make sure you listen to part 1. I don't see how you can just find a video called part 2 and you will settle with part 2. No, you're gonna mix a lot. When you go to part 1, you will understand what happens over there. Therefore, this part 2 will be very simple for you, and you will at least you will get that understanding, deeper one. I take it again. In the sweat of the face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it was thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. Ribo Sakayaba, return, yes. It set a time to return back to where you came from, the dust, the flesh. Now 22. And Yahweh Elohim said, behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. Okay? And now lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. This is the good news in it. Even though they are all disastrous, but the mercy of Abba Yehovah still, driving us out of Israel. That makes death. That makes separation. You'll be separated from light into darkness. Okay? So his mercy that saith we should also reach out our hand, because now we become so arrogant. That death becomes so arrogant in us that we can also, now that we know the knowledge of good and evil, we can also stretch forth our hand also to touch Yehovah. That will bring eternal damnation. For the elect, when you die, like I say in part 1, that is not death at all. You just return back home. If you read Revelation 21, you are going to see that the elect that died, they are in a better place. No more sorrow, no more tears. They just return back for rest. Of course, you did not die. The death we are talking about over here, it simply means the eternal damnation. So that is the very one Abba Yehovah spelled us from by chasing us out of his presence, so that we will remain filthy, eternal. Alright? So that was why he chased us out, as death, visited us. Now we have to go into the outer darkness, to go and live with the very one we obey for 6,000 years. A day as 1,006 days you shall walk. The time of the dragon, the very death our forefather obey. Their time to walk on this earth, to reign havoc, it is 6,000 years, and 7,000 it is the consummation of it, which we are already by revelation. Now 23. Therefore Yehovah sent him forth from the garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. All right, you are going back there, okay? You came from there, you are returning back the flesh. So this is how the authority of this kingdom or king called death questioned the Abba Yehovah's authority. As soon as we responded, what happened now? He now chased us out of the Garden of Eden. He chased us out of its life. He chased us out of light. He chased us out of enjoyment now into where? Sufferings. This is the kingdom and the news or the message of this king that also have a kingdom with this message called death. It is the Abaddon. It is the king of the bottomless pit. When Abba Yehovah said, dust you are and dust shall thou return, from whence thou was taken, this is what he meant. Here I am, Bereshit 6 verses 3. And Yehovah said, my spirit, that is my ruach, shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Okay, the sound there is the flesh, the grave. For that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Yes. What is the third the fourth alphabet? T. It simply goes for what? Time is over for you to vacate this realm or grant into another realm. Yeah, for you to vacate this grant into another realm called eternal. Okay, it is 120 years. And 120 jubilees is also, this place also represents 120 jubilees, which is also against 6,000 years. It makes 6,000 years. It also means 120 years. That is the number of your days. Okay. So here I am in Tehillim 90. I read verses 10. Psalm. The days of our years are 80 years and 10. And if by reason of strength they be 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is so cut off and will fly away. Now the royal king David said, the number of our year, yes, 70 to 80 years. 70 if by strength. If Abba Yehovah wills, then he can also give you 80. Okay? But the very one from Abba Yehoah is 120, which is represent again 120 jubilees, which again represents 6,000 years of man's authority to return back to the dust. Now verses 12. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our heart unto wisdom. King David is saying over here that Abba Yehoah, teach me now that you have set a guideline, or you have set a mandatory day for me to vacate this ground. Therefore, just teach me to only do your will, so that I won't return back to sorrow. I won't go back to and lavish my soul with the king of death. Teach me now how to live before you, in order for me to escape the eternal damnation. The eternal damnation, that is too far. The eternal, that one is too far. It's too far. It's time to vacate this ground into another reign. The people in bottomless pit right now, there's also another time also set for them to vacate, because bottomless pit torment is more lesser than the torment of the link of fire. We're going to see that now. So there's also a set period of a time for them to vacate that bottomless pit, less torment, into the higher ground, eternal torment, which is fire. Don't entangle your soul with this walker death. Inoroko Shantaya. Here I am. Tehali 39 verses 4. Yehovah make me to know my end. This is the royal king speaking over here. Yehovah make me to know my end, and the mention of my days, what it is, that I may know how fair I am. Behold, thou hast made my days as an hand a breath, and my age is as nothing before thee. Verily, every man at his best state is together vanity. Shalom. Here, this shalom. Okay, I'm after that. Okay. So right now, what is it talking about? You heard it for yourself, okay? So our days is being numbered. Okay? So now that it's been numbered, let the wise live accordingly to the mandatory ordinances of heaven, in order for you to escape the eternal death. The eternal death is too far. Is too far. Himosantalabeya. Here I am in Ecclesiastes 3, 1 to 8 or 12. You know already. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under this heaven. Okay, a time to be born and a time to die. Okay, a time to be born and a time to die. This is it. This is the first death. Do you see how horrible it is? Now there is also second death. It's just like this. The second death, this is how they are also going to lay in fire, helplessly, lifelessly, hopelessness. That this one, it is eternal. You see how this flesh not just lay in the grave, so helpless. Exactly in the same way, the eternal death, the spirit, is also going to lay in the link of fire, helplessly. That one has no end. Yes, seems like also this one have no end. Alright? But the eternal one, here is the picture of the eternal one. It has no end. This is how, if you mix heaven, this is how you are going to lay in the link of fire for all eternity. You can't fight back. You can't say a word. You can't do nothing about. You can't reverse the ordinances. It is settled for all eternity. I weep for the soul that is going to be going through this eternal. It is disastrous. Yeah, it is disastrous. And you see in this Ecclesiastic 3, 1 to 12, what is Abba Yehoah speaking over here? For the children of the devil, or the children of the unlawful bed, which are the giant, the offspring of serpent, or seed of serpent, all the bad over here goes to them. A time to be born, that goes to the elect. A time to die. This death he's talking about eternal. Yahushua has already been crucified for mankind. Why is man still dying? So this first death, I can call it, is of the flesh. Of course, it's of the flesh. And to the elect, it does not mean death at all. So die over here, the negative part over here in this ecclesiastic way down to 11 is referring to the offspring or the seed of serpent. The one that when the flight crashed, right in Genesis 3. Like I said in part 1, he knocked right away some to the link of fire. And while he now put some in the state of coma. The Adam and his posterities were all in the state of coma. You know, when you enter coma, all eyes is on you, waiting for you to arouse or to wake back to life. And exactly what all heaven was doing in this 4,000 before Yahushua comes. All right, to see that the life support machine, which is the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach, brings these people back to life, Adam and his posterities. But not so with the children of the dragon, not so with the seed of serpent. The seed of serpent is helplessly for eternal. So all bad negative over here goes to death. A time to be born goes to the elect, and a time to die, they are the one to die out of this planet Earth. A time to plant, yes, will be planted, and a time to pluck off, yes, Satan will be plucked off, and his posterity. A time to kill, yes, it is their time to die, and a time to heal, that belongs to us. Okay? A time to break down, yes, you see in a house, this very one break down, and a time to build up, we are the one to be built up. A time to weep, yeah, they are going to be weeping for all eternal, and a time we are the one to laugh, the elect. A time to mourn, Oriba Shanda, they are going to be more money for all eternity. It is time. This is the fourth alphabet. A time to mourn, they are going to be more going through sadness all eternity. And a time to dance, we are the one to dance. Say in the presence of Abba Yahuwah, it is fullness of joy. When you enter into eternal state with King Yahushua, you are going to be dancing, celebrating, dancing on the head of dragon, dancing on the head of link of fire, dancing on the head of serpent, dancing on the head of Allah the dragon, dancing on the head of Jesus the beast, for all eternal. In Yahuwah's mighty name. A time to cast away stones. They are the wicked stones, as we unveiled in part 1. That needs to be cast away, and we are also a stone. And a time to be gathered, we are the stone to be gathered and build that spiritual house. The very one the serpent polluted, will build it again in the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach. A time to embrace, we are going to embrace heaven, and a time to refrain. Heaven has already rejected some, and link of fire embrace them. A time to get, yes, sir. It is time for it to get back the earth. It is our property. And a time to lose. Yeah, Satan needs to be loose. He is going to lose now. All he has already acquired in these sisters. They are all going into the link of fire. A time to keep. Yes, Abba Yahweh is going to keep his own people now, because we have been scattered, dispersed in the four corners of the earth. And a time to cast. Oriba Shandayabo Seke. He has already cast away some. Esau, I hate. Yakuba, I love. Esau, I hate that one. Oh. A time to rent. Santaraba, to tear off those madness out of the kingdom of Abba Yahuwah, which is the serpent and his people against this worker, death. And a time to sow. Yes, the way Abba Yahuwah is going to bring us back together. Gather the pieces of his people. And put us together in the power of his napiest hand. A time to silence. This is the silence. No more. Eternal. And a time to speak. Yeah, we are going to be speaking and rejoicing and jubilating over them. We'll say that. A time to love. Yeah, it is time for heaven to show us love again. Being scattered the four corners of the earth. Time to show us love. And a time to hate Esau. I hate you, eternal. A time of war, fire, link of fire is war. And a time of peace. We are going to be having peace in the kingdom of Abba Yahuwah. This is what they meant. The good side go for his people, and the bad side go where for the people of the serpent. If you take it, it's the same time. And I have seen, where is it? What prophet? Okay. I have seen, okay. He hath made every, okay, yeah, in his own time. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. 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 The fourth alphabet. Time to vacate. Time is over for you to quit. Enter into another ray, which is called eternal. Here I am, Ecclesiastes 7 verses 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Of course I do. Okay. He said it is better, to go where they are mourned. Why? That is the last respect given to this fallen one. Last respect given to this fallen one. Okay. Rejoice is for all eternity. But money is also for all eternity for them. When our brother that does not know Yahuwah passed away, our sister that doesn't know Yahuwah passed away, we mourn for them the last time as they, be put in the grave. We don't pray for them. We mourn. We feel sorrowful, okay, for them because we know where they are going to. The one that died and goes to heaven, why should we mourn? No, I don't. We don't, because they should be, cry over our stress over here because we are the one that is facing torment. We are going through turmoil on the same pit. When they leave, they are going to be laughing at us. What are they doing? When I'm taking my rest, you want me to continue living in this polluted land? No. But the one that goes to eternal death, we mourn for them because we know what they are going to be facing. No redemption over there for all eternity. Now, in consummation of this fourth alphabet, let's take now Luke, or they say of Yahushua HaMashiach in Luke 12:16-21, that you shouldn't, act like this foolish man. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. And he said, this will I do. I will put down my barns and build greater and build greater. And there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, so thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thou easy, eat, drink, and be merry. But Jehovah said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that left up treasure for himself, and is not rich towards Jehovah. So don't act thus, because that is what the serpent did. It was not rich towards Jehovah. You see, go to Yeshayahu 14, 12 to 15, or 11 to 15. I will make myself like the Most High. I will do this. I will ascend. I will sit in the congregation. I will be this and I will be that. Exactly, that is foolish, okay? The fool says in their heart there is no Jehovah. Okay? Don't act thus, because the end is here. When somebody was planning all those wickedness, there is a way. Seems good unto a man, at the end, what? Is death, destruction. So now we are death with the fourth alphabet. Let's go to the very consummation. H. Harmoniously. I said it already. I just said it. It just came out of my mouth without delay. Should I still ask this question? What did letter H go for? Should I? But I just said it. Let me conclude this full statement. Not just harmoniously, okay? Now, H, what did it go for? It goes this way. Harmoniously home living. Harmoniously home living. Just like you see, whether it's she now or he, I don't know. This is how ugly death is. It will ravage the whole thing, turn it into, nonsense. I don't know whether it's he or it's she, because the thing is no more there. Now, harmoniously home living, eternal, harmoniously as it come with death, oriba shandeba, harmoniously home living, eternal. Death is the most powerful enemy of human, that when he knocks at your soul, you can say no, no matter who you are. This is one eternal fact or factor both the rich and the poor share in common. It's like Holy Communion. Let's share it. Be your brother's keeper. Death is the most powerful enemy of a human, that when he knocked at a soul, you can say no, no matter who you are. This is one eternal fact both the rich and poor share in common. Death is the mark of serpent authority of rulership enforced on humanity. He enforced it in Genesis 3 to take you along, because he mixed it already. He's already living his own harmoniously. He wants others to go along with it. He enforced it. Says, so shall you be with me. Harmoniously. Just when he hits you down, you agree though, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or you don't like it. Yes or no. You like it or not, you must submit. You must be submissive harmoniously. Even though it's every trailer is coming to fall on your head, you just give, okay, what will I do? Because you are helplessly, hopelessly, harmoniously home living eternal. That is the final goal, which is the link of fire. If here is just get this picture, get a clue, like I do. Now, I don't know whether it's he or she living harmoniously in the eternal state. If he or she didn't make it to heaven, this is how she's going to be laying, or he is going to be laying in the eternal link of fire harmoniously, with pain, with sorrow, with sadness, with torment of all kinds, harmoniously. Home. It will not become your home eternal. Yeah, right here. Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Yes, you can walk except you agree. And when this death knocked at your soul, the door of your soul, you must agree. That is how powerless you are before death. That is how so small you are before this deity called death. When he said, baby, come over, I just need you. You say, yes, I do. Can't you walk together? Okay, death is the wedding ring of the link of fire. Don't tangle your soul with it. Here I am, Hebrews 9:27. And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment begins. Don't tangle your soul with it. This death cannot take bribe. He don't take corruption. He don't take sentiment. He goes for reality. When he said it is time to vacate, I have building you a home in the grave in the link of fire. Harmoniously as he comes, you just follow. You can't even think about. I'm going to show you some picture what the torment of pain hell is now. Okay, hell, that is the grave, or Hades. People are already there, of course. You have to know that. The link of fire is not yet existing. Okay, but hell exists already. That is the Hades. What they are saying now over there. But again, the pains or the torment of the hell or Hades or grave right now is also similar like that of the link of fire. Think about it. It's one pit. Trillions of souls is over there falling. They are piling up, falling upon each other. They hit a low. The heat alone is like acid on you. It's not fire, but the heat over there is like a fire on you. All right? That is why we have this physical fire, just as an illustration of what the spiritual fire is. Think about it. How can you have your own body inside oil, cooked oil? And that is just, number one, primary. When you go to the secondary, the eternal one, it is, disastrous. So horrendous. Don't entangle your soul with it. Let's get some picture of those people over there right now in the grave, what they are saying. Now you can see, because I would love to read that of Anuka. Jude 1:14 makes references to this very wonderful book I'm about to read to your hearing. And you can also see Luke 16:19 to 31 or so, to the end. And you will see the torment of hell. Okay? Maybe I'm also going to read it. Yeah. In the point. Here I am in the book of Anuka, chapter 63. In those days shall the mighty and the kings who possess the earth implore him to grant them a little respite from his angels of torment, to whom they were delivered, that they might. Okay, let me quickly first of all comment. He said the king is talking about hell. We will see it in a very clear way now. They are going to be asking or begging Yahushua HaMashiach when he comes to give them a little respite from the angels of torment, to whom they were delivered. Now, due to the torment that is going on right now, that this is what these people is saying over here, begging for just little rest. Respite, that is care, rest, refreshment. This just little. Just like that man said, send forth Lazarus to dip his hand in the cool water and come and cool my throat. Horrible Shandaya Baba. With it, they are in great torment. So they are going to be asking for a little rest. Please, this torment is so heavy. Can you give me a little rest? That is what they are saying over there now. Of course. Horrible Shandaya Baba. A little respite. Respite. Little care from this torment. Santa. Let's see if the king will grant that little rest. Of course not. To the angel for whom they were being delivered. Okay. All right now. Verses 2. And they shall bless. Listen now. This is what they are doing over there now. A king you never worship while you were on earth. It is too late, baby. It is just too late. And they shall bless and glorify the Adonai, the Yahuwah of spirit, and say, blessed is Yahuwah of spirits, and the Adonai of kings, and Yahuwah of the mighty, and Yahuwah of riches, and Yahuwah of glory, and Yahuwah of wisdom, and splendid in every secret things is thy power from generation to generation, and thy glory forever and ever. Deep are all thy secrets, and innumerable, and thy righteous is beyond reckoning. Now verses 4. We have now learnt. Listen now. This is how they worship the author of life. Why can't you do that while you were on earth? Why a breath of refreshment was still on you? Why didn't you do it? Isn't that you want to keep the Shabbat? Rest simply means Shabbat. And that is what they were begging for. Verses 4 now. We have now learned that we should glorify and bless Yahuwah of kings, and him who is king over kings. And they shall say, would that we had rest to glorify and give thanks and confess our faith before his glory. Is it now you want to confess your faith in the link in the bottomless pit? Is it now you want to do it? It is too late, baby. You need rest. You need rest. No, there is no peace, no rest for the wicked, because you acted so wickedly. Okay. He said now we have learned. This is what we should have been doing. Okay. and have faith. Now they have faith because they see the secret torment of hell. Now they have faith. They want to come. If there will be a little time for them to do that. No, it is too late. 6 now. And now we long for, listen, they are the ones speaking from here. And now we long for a little rest, but found it not. Oribo Shandaya. This is the voice from the bottomless pit. People, don't entangle your soul with it. We follow hard upon and obtain it not. Now they follow hard to have rest, but they said that they didn't obtain it. And light has vanished from before us, and darkness is our dwelling place forever and ever. Harmoniously what? Home living, eternal. This is their cry over. This is what they are saying over there. 7. For we have not believed before him. We did not believe. For we have not believed before. We didn't believe Shabbat. We didn't believe there is Almighty. We didn't. We didn't believe that you shouldn't take the names of other gods. No, we didn't. We didn't believe that there is eternal judgment. No, we didn't. We didn't believe him, nor glorified the name of Yahuwah a spirit. We did not bless his name. They were blessing Jesus, blessing Allah. Nor glorify the name of Yahuwah a spirit. Nor glorify our Adonai. Now you become your Adonai in the bottomless pit. But our hope was in the scepter of our kingdom, in our glory, in the day of our suffering and tribulation. He saved us not, and we found no respite for confusion. They are in need of rest, but they said they couldn't. That our Adonai, not because your Adonai, your Yahuwah is true. That our Yahuwah is true in his works, and in his judgment, and in his justice, and in his judgment have no respect or policy, and we pass away from before his face on account of our works, and all our sin are reckoned up in righteousness. Now they shall say, Oribo Shandayabo. This is the cry people is crying over there. People like you and me. It saddens my heart. It's so sad. Now verses 10. Now they shall say unto themselves, our souls are full of unrighteousness, are full of unrighteous gain. David Ojedipo having 4 private jet. This is going to be your song. Right in the soul of fire. The soul of fire, it is disastrous. Righteous gain, oppressing the poor to take from them, take tithe for money. No, that is oppressed, unrighteous gain. You're going to vomit it right in the link of fire, all of you. But it does not prevent us. Listen, I take it again. Now they shall say unto themselves, our souls are full of unrighteous gain, but it does not prevent us from descending from the midst thereof into the building of hell. Into the belly of hell. This is the belly of hell. What is the fifth letter? Harmoniously. Home living in hell. Harmoniously. Alright? Alright? They say evil in all their prosperity. You can't buy salvation. You can't bribe Yahuwah in this righteous judgment. Have you heard what they are saying over there? Oh yes. Because Yahuwah created all things for his own use. When you go to Revelation chapter 5, you're going to see over there that things in heaven, those on earth, and those under the earth worship Yahuwah. This is how they are worshiping him. He said those under the earth also worship. This is how they are worshiping him. Azumi, I know. I will live for you. You are true. Your secret is powerful, because now they are seeing the secret of Abba Yehovah. That he don't tolerate. He can bear with you, but he don't tolerate. That's why he gave a time to repent. If not, there's no repentance here. Now we are done with this mystery called death. Go and listen to power in order to complete the mysteries. Over there, you have 3 mysteries and 2 is over here. Okay, so right now we are going to proceed right away to the point 1. No, I'm not done. I rebuke you, dragon. I rebuke you, death, in Yahuwah's mighty name. Verses 11. I thought I was done in verses 10, not 11. And after that, their face shall be filled with darkness and shame before that Son of Man. Who is that Son of Man? It is Yahushua HaMashiach. And they shall be driven from his presence, and the sword shall abide before his face in their midst. That is judgment of eternal, no mercy. No mercy. Thus speak Yahuwah of Spirit. This is the ordinances and judgment with respect to the mighty and to the kings and to the exalted and to those who possesses the earth before Yahuwah of the Spirit. You see, this one is, it says sword of hunger is gonna abide in their midst eternal. Don't entangle yourself with this word called death. It is disastrous. Of course, you shouldn't be expecting anything wonderful, anything good to come out from death. No, it is disaster and it's so horrendous. Now, who begins the point 1? We have all to point 4. Point 1, how did it go? Point 1 goes like this. Why everyone is a question for you and me. Why? It is my burglary. When this question is being answered unto me by Abba Yehovah, it was my burglary. Why everyone cries so bad when someone is dead? Why? Why the tears? Oh, whoa, 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 oh, whoa, 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 why those once was there? I was once there when I lost my mother. It's like acid on my. It was just like an acid on my flesh. Why? Why? Yahushua also cried, Messiah. Should we go there? No, let me start with Abba Yehu. Abba Yehu also cry, okay? Even heaven, even all heaven, not just heaven, even all heaven also cry when Yahushua died on the cross. Let's quickly first of all see that Yahuwah himself cry, Yahushua also cry, we all are still crying even till death. Why? Let's first of all get out of Abba Yehuwah. We will get out of King Yahushua, and then we will also see some of our own side. Then we will not give the answer. Why are we crying when someone died? We cry so bad. It's like the poor. It's unbearable. Let's first of all see from Abba Yehuwah. So here I am in the vision of Apostle Shehu. 2 Corinthians 1-5 make references, this was the vision he saw. But he now said that it was not lawful for him to say it out. When he was being caught into the third heaven, this was the vision he saw. He now said it was unlawful for him because it is disastrous. Oh, if you want to know how disastrous this vision is, you can kindly go to one message I did, I think, the mystery of sin. Yes, the mystery of sin. You're going to see how disastrous. I read about 8th chapter over there. A bit 10th chapter or 8th chapter from 30 or 32 to 40 or 42. Yes, I read the mysteries of hell, the torment of hell being revealed to Apostle Shehu, the one you call Paul. So you can just go there because I'm not going to that part today at all. So you can go and listen to that message titled Mysteries of Sin. So you're going to get all the torment of hell being revealed to Apostle Shehu over there. Not this nonsense Linda and not this Daniel madness is saying here is this. No. Go there and you will see what torment is. Right now here I take it from verses 48, chapter 48. It is a conversation between Father Moshe, the lawgiver, and Shehu. I say unto thee, brother Shehu, that in that hour, when, let me see, where am I talking? Oh. Yes, I'm on the right, course. I take it again. And now I say unto you, I say unto thee, brother Shehu, that in that hour when the people hanged Yahushua upon hanged Yahushua whom thou preach, that the Father, listen now, that the let me take it again. Now I say unto you, unto thee, brother Shehu, that in that hour when the people hanged Yahushua whom thou preachest, that the Father, Yahuwah of all, who gave me the law, and Michael, and all the angels, and archangels, and Abraham, and Yeshiach, and Jacob, and all the rest weep over the Son of Yahuwah hanging on the cross. In that hour, all the saints attend on me, looking upon me. And they said to me, see, Moshe, what men of thy people have done to the Son of Yahuwah. Wherefore, okay, I'm gonna leave it over there. Where Yahushua was on the cross, gave out the spirit, including Father, they cried. They all weep. He said all of them weep, including Father himself. Therefore, he said the whole community now gather around him. And I say, you see what your people have done to my son. Abayawa said, come on, Moshe, did you see what your people Israel have done to my only begotten son? They killed him. All the angel, the archangel, he said all of them wept. Why? Almighty Yahuwah himself wept over the death of his son. Why? Is it because he don't have the power to resurrect him back? Is it because he's going to leave him in the hell? Is that why he cried? We will get the answer after we run it all through. Let's also go to his son. His son also wept. He also cried. Like everyone loves to comment on this particular, of course, it is significant. That is why everyone loves to comment on this very shortest verse in the royal law. Yahushua wept. It is the shortest, verse in the royal law. John, Yehukana 11:35. He wept. Yahushua wept. That was all. Why was he weeping? Someone died again. Who? Lazarus. Why was he weeping? Because he don't have the power, to resurrect him back to life? Of course, he have the power. Why did he weep again? If you have the power to do things, just go ahead and put things in order. But no, he wept. Even though he's going to put things in order, but yet he wept. Why? Abayawa wept. All heaven wept. Why? The son was being hanged, killed by sinful people. He wept. The Father, all. And who again? Yahushua wept. The son. Why? Let's keep going on. Yahushua have two kinds of weeping or wept in the royal law. I'm not saying he only wept twice, no. But this one we see the first time from Yehukana 11:35. And this one are similar. They are similar, okay? Now look, in 19:41-45. They are similar, okay? And when he was come, now he beheld the city and wept over it. He wept over the holy city. Why again? You know what is going on today in the holy city? Homosexuality, sex marketing shop, stripper club, occultism center, Kabbalistic center, Islam giant mosque, Christendom or their popery or their papacy, Catholicism over there, and Islam again graveyard in the holy city. He wept. Okay, he wept. They grieved his heart. Okay, that is the city. Let's see the people of the city being polluted. Say, if thou hadst known, even thou at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thy eyes, for the days shall come upon thee that the enemies is about to come. Death is enemy, okay? is about to connect. He wept again because this nation, this one generation, shall cast a trench about thee, and encompass thee right, and keep thee in every sight, and shall lay thee even with the ground, return it back to the ground where you came from. They are going to put you in the ground, not just you alone, and thy children within thee, and they shall not live in thee one stone upon one another, because thou knowest not the time of thy visitation. Life is here, life-giving breath is here, the life support machine has already been surfaced in order to spare you from eternal death. But you refuse. You don't know the hour of your visitation. I come with good news unto you. You reject me, but you not accept death. You not make covenant with death. These people automatically, they already died. Only awaiting the appointed time for them to die physically, because the enemy is already dig a trench around them. No way out. And he said they are going to lay you down. You are going back to the grave, and they will lay your children also to the grave. Because why? You don't know the hour of visitation. Life has come to rescue you from death. You said no, you prefer death, grave. You are going that he wept. This one died already spiritually. He said, because if you don't receive me, you are already condemned. They are gone already. That was why again he wept. Let's dig it out now. Why this whippy? Ijo, when my mama died, Ijo, I thought the whole world is falling on me. What is that? Why are we crying? So let us begin to unveil the mysteries of why we cry when someone died. Here I am, Job 2 verses 3. And Yahuwah said unto Satan, Ashatan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and a upright man, who one that feareth Yahuwah and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast his dignity. Although, listen now, we begin the mystery already. Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. This is why we weep. Although you push me to do this, although you provoke me in doing this, although you brings about this, although you just incite me against my own children to release causes of death. I once give them eternal life, but you push me to change my mind. You push me to revoke. You push me to do this. Through that anger of Abba, your plan changed. That is why you cry. Your soul, your spirit, there is something inside you telling you you're supposed to live for all eternal. That as soon as one died, that spirit, that truth of Abba Yehovah living inside of you will now begin to speak. You shouldn't have died. This thing that took place in Genesis 3, you contaminate my soul. You are not weeping for the one that died already. You are just weeping up for your own self, because it will get to you. When death comes, it struck fear into everyone's heart. Then the blue, that thing you are seeing as blue, blood, the desogenated blood, because you see when our father sinned in Genesis 3, like I read already, Abba Yehovah drove them out so that they won't be able or not even dare to reach out their hands in touching the tree of life, and with that they will live in an eternal state of damnation. It disconnects them. That is the blue blood in you. And to my amazement today, they call it desogenated blood. It's been desogenated. Because that blue is, it represents heaven. Blue is everything about heaven. Blue represents eternal. That blue blood is supposed to serve you for all eternity without dying. That is the same blue blood that is speaking. Whenever someone die, that blue blood will remind you you're supposed to live here on earth eternal. All this violence is being bestowed on you by no reason, by a wicked deity. That makes Abayewa to change his mind. That is why we cry. Plans changed. Plan before is to live or for all eternity, to live with your loved ones, living without years, no old age. You see serpent, you see that snake, you see that filthy thing. You know what is he doing? Serpent don't die. I said he's being killed. I said someone killed him. If not, when he's old, he reverse back, he regenerate again, back to a younger snake. Have you seen that? I've been seeing it. You can also type it. Except he's being killed. If no one killed him, that is what is told from us, from the first man and the first woman. That when he grow old, that wrinkles body will just peel off him. Then he will have a new resurrected body. Snake don't die except someone got him killed. That is the life he stole from us. That whenever someone dies, we will now begin to reflect. Your soul is reflecting back to what took place where the plans changed. You are crying over plans change. There is something in you which is the blue blood. The desogenated blood is reminding you're supposed not to die. This incident that took place in Genesis 3 brought about changes. Abba Yehowa says, Satan, simply you incited me. You moved me. Abba Yehowa, I have a Proverbs in those language. That is, the king cannot be hungry and destroy the bead, wonderful bead, but Abba Yehowa did. Because he's so holy that his holiness can tolerate iniquity. He was so grieved that people he elevated to power want to dethrone him. They want to throw him and cast him down. He was so grieved, and I said, curse you are. And he now speak to his people, please never you go nigh to this poisonous tree. But this poisonous tree now also come and said, don't mind this man. He don't want you to have your own world. He don't want you to have your own heaven. He don't want you to have your own earth. When you eat of this tree, that is the power he used to create the whole world. You see the job of day 1 way down to day 7. He ate of this tree that he is restraining you from. When he ate of it, the power entered him. He came. That was why we were able to create heaven, earth, whatever, angels and all. When you also eat of this tree, you are going to be productive. You are going to be creative. You are going to have your own heaven. Woman, go for it. Because woman was being created from flesh. And flesh can never submit to the things of the spirit. It's an enmity. Of course, that is who flesh is. Because she was the only product came out from flesh. This is why you cry. Or this is why I cry. We cry over a change of plans. You yourself, look at it. This 6,000 years, we have been through hell. We cry every now and then. We have been through hell of the body of corruption. Losing loved ones. See what this Fulani herdsman is doing. Butchering soul. That whenever you see that you are cut to the heart, tears must drop from your face. When you see the great slaughtering, you weep. Yes. You are weeping over the change of the plan, because that blue blood still reminding you every now and then you're supposed not to die. I'm supposed to serve in you eternal. You're supposed not to be destroyed. Yes, we all cry. That was why heaven also cried. Abba Yehowa cry, oh, what have I done to my creature? What have I done to my creature? My hunger grows so exceedingly that I couldn't control. They are not caused my own creature. That now brings about my soul hanging on the, that is why they are all crying. Okay, Messiah also cried. Why was Messiah? Because Messiah is also that disogenated blood in him. He's also reminding Messiah, you are next now to go. Father, why have thou forsaken me? Huh? Why have thou forsaken me? Is this man going to abandon me here? He cried. Because that disogenated blood in him also reminding you are next to go. When you look at last, they say, hey, me, God man, me, author of life, me have power. So this thing is going to hit me down. He wept for his soul. Everywhere we are crying for our life. When someone that desogenated blood, we remind you quickly, you're supposed not to die. This is a change of plan. I'm supposed to walk in you eternal. But now, about to be contaminated. And that is why everyone cry, okay? We cry because that blue blood is a spirit in us. Remind you what your life is supposed to be, what you ought to be. But something else came over and disorganized the whole, matter. When you go to Genesis chapter 6, Bereshit, you're also going to see some kind of regression Abba Yahweh also did over there. He said he repented him. He regret of ever creating human being. Because this deity that fell already. They are already falling from glory. So Abba Yahweh also regrets if as I wouldn't have created even human being, because now demon is already everywhere. We just been, anyway, let's proceed now to the second point. I will say what point one is. Why we cry? The desogenated blood is the one to remind you. You shouldn't have died. You should have lived for all eternal. But plans is being changed. In Genesis 3, tree of life, you were being driven away. That is the eternal life. And now to suffer here on earth in these 6,000 years, more than 6,000, we are all being through sorrow, pains, and all. Yes, it is a change of plant. A plant. Abba Yahweh never intend it to be in this way at all. Rather, that our eternal state now, we not grow old. That is what the devil stole, the serpent stole away from us. We have that testimony here today on earth. Okay? That is what he took from the man. He now, he will grow old and he will renew again. He will grow old and he will renew again. Yeah, that is what he's told. Now we proceed for point 2. Abba Yahweh, Iborobo Seleya. Abba Yahweh, Himasantalabu Yeke. Abba Yahweh, Igorobo Skarabo. Abba Yahweh, Himasantulubu Yenderebo. Inorobos Keli Baleya. Imbo Santulubu Yeke. Abba Yahweh, Igorobos Karabo. Abba Yahweh, Masanta Labo. Yenderebo. Revelation 41-4. This is the song we are going to be singing in the kingdom when our Messiah come. No one can sing this. Only the 400 what? The first fruit. The Yahudim. Before other tribes will also come along. And we'll go back home. No more of this. The original plans now will not return, but the blue blood will now takes over to serve for all eternity. Now point 2, what did it go for? The point 2 goes like this. The last enemy to be destroyed out of the lives of the choosing, or out of the will of Abba Yahuwah, or out of the planks of Abba Yahuwah, or out of the earth of Abba Yahuwah, it is death. Death is the last enemy, to be wiped off. You were never there to begin with. Never will you be there for eternity. You are going with your madness into the lake of fire, okay? All right now. But now, death still reigns in our flesh, not our spirit, not at all. Okay? So right now, let us also give a precept to validate this. All right now, here I am, 2 Corinthians chapter 50. I take it from 22. You can just read up. I'm still coming back here when we get to point 3. I'm still coming right back. For as in Adam all die, we all, even so in Yahushua HaMashiach, shall all be made alive. All right? All. That is the enemy that needs to go away. All of them are the Old Testament saints. We see in Matthew 27, they are all in heaven, but death contaminates their first estate. 29 now. Else, what shall they do? A bit 26. Excuse me. Yeah, I take it from 25. For he must reign till he has put off enemies under his feet. He crushed the serpent with his feet. He crushed the head of serpent. Like I'm crushing the head of the dragon, crushing the head of serpent, dancing on the head of serpent. That is the meaning of this segment. Dancing on his head. Because our head feet rest on the feet of Yahushua Mashiach means to, dance in the head of dragon. 26 now. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. They are the last to be done away with. That will not be in the end of 7,000 years, the very one we began already. Now 54 to 56. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. We have been victorious. Rebels on the bow. We have been victorious. He buried us on the bow. Yeah. We have been victorious. Oh, death. 55 now. Where is that state? It's so filthy. Oh, grave. Where is that victory? Where is it? That boast, that bragging. I will do this, I will do that. Nonsense. The sting of death is sin. That is correct. The wages of sin is that we will come into that now. And the strength of sin is in the law. Where did the sin have its own strength? Inside the law. Inside what is he talking about? What? The strength of sin, the power of sin is in the law. That is, the sin is restraining, opposing, restricting the law, pushing people away not to keep the law. We see that in Genesis 3, in order for him to have his way to keep killing you for all eternity. That is his strength, to push you away, to say now he have done away. Islam, Allah madness said the royal law is corrupt. Christendom, Jesus and Jesus from the link of fire also said he have done away with the royal law. And the strength of sin, which is the very dragon, is in the law. His strength is to oppose the law. He don't want the law to prosper. In the first place, this is how he incited Abba Yahuwah to change the plan. Abba Yahuwah said, you incited me. You make me to do this. Because the hunger was exceedingly, he couldn't handle it. Of which, if you were in Abba Yahuwah's shoe, or are in Abba Yahuwah's shoe, we will also do the same. How can the people you called your own, how can the one you gave power, you gave authority, you make so wonderful and so glorious, and not turn their back on you to backstab you? You will even do more than that. I will even do worse than what Abba Yahuwah has done. Sin have his strength in the law, for you not to keep the law. Exactly what we are seeing today. Jesus abolished the law. And Jesus now bring now all Babylon to the people of the book to be keeping and watching for. Now if Abba Yahuwah also curse you now with another curse, we will be crying and say, this man is so wicked. Why will you say that? Why won't you keep to his ordinances? As this dragon that caused us so much pain in these 6,000 years, have he not done so much damages to you and me that we need to run out of his ordinances and return back to life, to the royal law? Why are we still keep obeying our enemy? Why are we still keep running after the ways of our enemy? Why are we still being in submission and obedient unto the mandatory day of our enemy, the falling Shabbat, and keeping sound the day that fell from glory, that brings about season, times, years, and all? You recognize it that? You celebrate it that, you call it that your feast, and abolish that of Abba Yahuwah. When he sent you now to the second death, you will be crying. No, you call for it. This, we have a lot of examples to put us in order. We have a lot of experiences to put us in order. We are being enslaved. Our mind, our soul, our spirit, our body has already been enslaved. All these 6,000 we have been going through mess and difficult time. That is enough teacher and enough lesson to teach us who is this dragon. Who is Abayowa? Let me run for Abayowa. Let me go for his law and start it and command me. And let me run out of the way. That seems good now to many, but the end is death. That's what we're talking about here. Put your house in order is the meaning of this segment. For sin to have strength, to have his own strength in the law, that should have teach you something, that the law is good. But sin said it's not good. The law is wonderful, but sin said no. The law is blessed, but sin said the law is cursed. You see, it is sin, which is the very death we are talking about here, which is the very dragon, the author of destruction. Here I am, Revelation in Revelation 6, 9 to 11. And what is the second point? Death is the last enemy to be destroyed out of the lives of the elect or the plans of Jehovah or his original state for us. Death is the last enemy, but now death, is still doing wickedly to our flesh. And when he had opened the fifth sea, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Jehovah and for the testimony which they hid. And they cried, okay, yeah, that is what I want to, so, be beheaded. Okay, yeah, I have to read it. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Jehovah, holy and true, thou doest thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on earth? Listen to what Abba Yehovah said. And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a while season. They should rest for a little season until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as the well should be fulfilled. Death is still reigning. The most difficult one or the disastrous one, the most disastrous one that should be now the Sharia law. Okay, the 42 month where Sharia law is going to run mad in the four corners of the earth. Slave taught part of humanity. The elect also, that is the congregation of where? I've forgotten. Okay, let me just quickly read it. Yes. Revelation 2, 7, I think so. I take it from 7. No, 8. And unto the angel of the congregation of Smyrna write, these things saith the first and the last, which was dead and is alive. Very soon also, people is going to be answering, I was once dead, but now, we see Lazarus couldn't. He was once dead, but yet he died again. Okay? But at the first resurrection, this is going to be our song. Even though as they are about to slay us now in this Sharia law, yeah, we're also going to be singing the song of our Messiah. He was once dead, but now he's alive. We are coming back alive again. Now, I know thy works, and thy tribulation, and thy poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Yahudim, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. We know this one already. For fear not of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto what? Death. I will give thee a crown of life. Death is still reigning, okay? In the life of believer, in our physical, our flesh, okay? Here is why when Mashiach say, be faithful until death, why he said that, here is why. Matthew 16:28, verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death, till they see the Son of Man coming in his glory. Now 17. You see, the only people that is going to escape death will be the rapture. Will be the people that is going to rapture. Cut up, okay? Now here I am. After 6 days, which is on the Shabbat today, Yahushua taketh Peter, James, and John, his brother, and brought them into an high mountain path, and was transfigured. In the seventh, that's where we are going to get this glorified body. The very one Apostle Shehu also speaks about is in the end. Okay, you can take it from 1 to 7. I just want to prove a point. The only people that is going to, the only elect, saint, as elect, that is not going to test this power called death will be the one that is going to cut up with him. Others, they will test it. Of course, they are going to test it. Others, that is the 2/3. According to prophecy of Zechariah, he gave unto us that 2/3 is going to die in Babylon. Only 1/3 is returning back to the promised land. That is in the part of the people of the book. I'm not talking about the whole world tribulation. I don't know why they always call it Jacob's trouble. And when they are calling it Jacob trouble, they will be saying it is the trouble of the people of the book. No. Everyone, the whole world proceed for just one man. Alright? Even though some part is not also being chosen, but they all proceed from there. Okay? And the part it should have been called the world trouble. Because 2/3 is just few among the whole world. And this trouble we are talking about, it is the trouble of the whole world. The whole world is going to be converted to Islam. So I never see how that should be called Jacob trouble or the people of the book trouble. No, rather this has to do with the whole world trouble. It is the whole world tribulation. It said, Messiah said, it is the hour of darkness that is going to fall upon the whole world. Did he say some people? I don't know why this stupid ego Christianity amidst their leader. Okay, because I'm very, very upset and be hungry exceedingly with their leaders because they know the truth. But still they are still teaching lies over there. Not the individual at all. They are their leaders. The so-called whatever general overseer. They are leaders. They are calling it Jacob's trouble. It is your trouble. It is Gentiles' trouble. In fact, as a matter of fact, it is Gentiles' trouble. Not Jacob trouble. No, Jacob, the people of the book, is just 2/3. Only the whole world is 7 billion. How many are we? 2/3 is going away, will die in Babylon. It said, be faithful unto death, so that it will be resurrected at the first resurrection. That is why that first resurrection is being postponed first, for the great tribulation to first of all take place. Anyone that doesn't deny the Messiah, a crown of life will be given unto you, are getting it back. But some that is going to cut up, which is the Yahudim, the royal tribe, they won't taste at all death. Okay? And some also, among all the other 13 tribes, they won't also, because they are coming right back after the tribulation. And the others will be also resurrected. No one is going to exceed each other. So here I am, Remes. Rather, this should be called Gentiles' trouble, not our trouble. Romans chapter 8. What is the second point? The enemy to be destroyed. The last enemy to be destroyed, it is what? Death. Out of this world. Romans 8, 21 to 23. Because the creature itself, even this world also is going to be delivered. Okay? It's so filthy now. Due to what it once was. It's so filthy. It's so filthy. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption. The earth also is in bondage, in this a new body. Of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahuwah. Oh yes, sir. That is correct. For we know, 22, for we know that the whole creature, you see, the whole creation groaneth. Why are you calling it Jacob trouble? It is the whole world trouble. Sharia law is in the four corners of the earth. Why calling it Jacob trouble, the people of the book trouble? No. It is Gentiles trouble, the whole world. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. It is not Jacob trouble, it is Gentiles, the whole world trouble. 23. And not only they, listen now, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit. Our spirit is saved right now. That was why I said, When a believer died out of the body, you did not die. You are just going home for celebration. We see a white cloak, a rope was given unto the jubilated, dancing on the dragon's head, as I'm doing it over here. We do it over there, and I do it over here. Yes, we dance on the dragon's head. We are the first fruit of the Spirit, but our body needs redemption. Even ourselves grow within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wait the adoption of our body. The one that is going to cut up within is still, the flesh is still going to be done away with. Now we'll now return back to the glorious liberty of the first Adam and the first Kawa. No mercy and the blood now will not takes over, and no more cry. That is why no more cry, no more sorrow, no more tears, for the former things has passed away. Behold, I make all things anew now. All right. So we are done with point 2. Now we proceed to point 3. Excuse me. And here is the meat. Here is the meat. Among all the 4 points, here is the middle point 3. How does it go? Here is the meat, the strong meat. Point 3 goes this way. It is an abomination to be praying for the dead. Excuse me, my people. It is an abomination. It is an abomination to be praying for the dead. For there is no change in the spiritual condition. No change over there. No repentance in the grave. Why praying for the dead? I see this in Christendom. I see this in Islam. They will be saying, peace be upon. Muhammad is dead. Excuse me. There is no peace for the wicked. He do wickedly against the royal law. I see Christian, there was someone that will be crying peace, rest in peace, may he be in the bosom of their Lord. What? It is an abomination. You don't pray for the dead. There is no repentance in the grave. If you want to intercede, you better do it while they are on earth, to return back to the royal law. Not after that you crying peace over them. You crying resting in bosom of Abraham. No, it is that is the most wicked thing again on earth. People is doing, pray for the dead, praying for the. I have seen this over and over and over and over in the Christendom. So we even have the guts to bring the dead man body or the dead woman body right in the place they call church, and they will be using the royal law, and they will be invoking the royal law. No, it is an abomination. You don't pray for the dead. There is no change in spiritual condition. I've seen wickedness here on earth. Now let's dig. Let me unveil it through the mind and through the word of Yahuwah Almighty Allah. Why is it an abomination to be praying for the dead? You don't pray for the dead, whether they make heaven or they make hell. You don't pray for them. The one that make heaven, he goes straight, congratulations. And the one that miss heaven, he go for the penalty. You don't pray for it is an abomination. Hey, Christendom. Indeed, you are the carrier of the dragon, the very death. You don't pray for the dead. You don't make me believe that you can pray for the dead. You don't make me believe that there is repentance on the grave. You don't make me believe, you don't make my people believe. It is an abomination. Like I said, or like I have already said, here is the strong meat. This very point 3, I'm going to spend a lot of time over here, maybe 30 to 40 minutes. Let you know. Your abomination, like Abba Yahweh in Ezekiel 16 verses 2. He said, make note of my people, their abomination. You pray for the dead, you cry for the dead. When someone died now, you will be saying, rest in peace. What? It is an abomination. Here I am, Ezekiel 18:20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteousness shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. He said, the soul that sinneth must surely die. I cannot say that they will be crying rest in peace. Even though righteous one, you don't need to cry peace. Excuse me. It's already in the presence of you. Are not commanded. You are not ordained to be doing that. You are not commanded right from Genesis to Revelation to be praying for the dead. No, it is an abomination. The wickedness of the wicked one, he said, is going to be upon them. So when the wicked die, what is wicked? Let first of all prove that, so that you will not sin. Now you know what sin is already: breaking the royal law, transgressing the royal law. Such will die. You will say, rest in peace. Pray for the dead. Here I am, Yeshayahu Isaiah 48:22, and again Isaiah 57:21. We are going to see, because Abba Yehovah said, the soul that sinneth shall surely die. He said the righteousness of the righteous will be upon their head, and the wickedness of the wicked will be upon their head, shall be upon their head. Let's see who is wicked now. Listen now. I read Yeshayahu 48:22. There is no peace, saith Yehovah, unto the wicked. There is no peace at all. Then why you cry peace? May he say rest in peace. You want to play the holy saint over here? Yeshayahu 57:21. Out of the second mouth, there is no peace, saith Yehovah, my Yehovah, to the wicked. And let's see now how they become wicked. Oh, he most karabaye. Kurilaba yanderebo kuri mahan talababo sekeyabo. Reba baba horebo ushandalabeya. Daniel 11, I take it from 30 to 32. The wicked. Rebos kayababayo. For the ships of Shittim shall come against him, therefore he shall be grieved, and return and have indignation against the holy covenant. So shall he do. He shall even return and have diligently with them that forsook the holy covenant. And arm shall stand on his path, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifices, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate, and such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatterings. Do you see what is wicked? To remove the real thing from the people of Yehovah and placing the counterfeit. You don't have done wickedly against the holy covenant. He said, and such as do wickedly against the covenant, removing the daily sacrifices, the real worship of Abba Yehovah, and you're not placing Sunday madness, and you're not placing freak day madness in the lives of the people. You shall die. He said the wickedness of the wicked ones shall be upon their head. And when such one die, that do wickedly against the covenant, the royal law, and you will be crying peace. So Yedipa will die, you will be crying peace. Adeboye will die, you will be crying peace. Suleiman will die, you will be crying peace. Richard Jaffa will die, you will be crying peace. Krista Hinome will die, you will be crying peace. Periston will die, you will be crying peace. Joanita, you will be crying peace. What? Or what they call that is preaching with their two nipples out. Pastor Latasha will die, will be crying peace. Those ones that do wickedly against the holy covenant, removing the real thing and not placing the abomination of desolation, not just in their temporary law, but they also place it now in their congregation, keep it sun, the day of sun, worshiping, commemorating the day this deity fell from glory, the one that is called death. Such one will die, will be crying peace. TB Joshua will die, Suleiman will die, will be crying peace. They have done wickedly against the covenant. There is no peace for the wicked, okay? Judgment begins in the household of Abba Yehovah. There is no peace. These are the people Abba Yehovah said he himself is going to slaughter them. You'll be crying peace. He started slaughtering already. You are crying peace. All right. Crying for peace. Peace for the wicked. It is an abomination. Here I am. See what Abba Yehovah told us to be doing. Yeshayahu 66:24, what he said. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be as harboring unto flesh. He said the true worshiper on every Shabbat. Okay, let me take it from 23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Shabbat to another, shall all flesh come to worship me, worship before me, saith Yehovah, and they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me, for their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched for all eternity. The people himself that he said they transgress against me, therefore I'm going to put them to death, and you will be crying, may so rest in peace. Be careful, so that you shouldn't be bringing the same judgment to yourself. By so doing, you are doing wickedly against the covenant again. Here I am, Luke chapter 16, I take it from 19 downwards. There was a certain rich man. This is how you do wickedly against the holy covenant. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fed lazariously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sorrow, and desiring to be filled with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. You are rich, you couldn't help the poor. You are rich, you couldn't set him free from this bondage. You are rich, you couldn't heal this pain. You are rich, you close your eyes to the poor. You are rich, yeah, you couldn't see the suffering of the poor. David Oyedepo having 4 private jets. Oh no, you are rich. You are rich. A poor man sitting on your gate, longing, desiring. I strongly believe not every day is getting that food from you, from the one that fall from your mouth. You are rich. Yeah, you couldn't help someone. Really? Messiah said unto the rich man, you want to enter eternal life? You want to be perfect? Go, therefore, sell all your things and give it to the poor. Just handle it to the poor. Then come and follow me. You sit at your pace, and when you die, there will be crying peace. Oh no. Anyone that does that is bringing causes of damnation upon his or our soul. 22. And it come to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. And the rich man also died, and he was buried. In hell, he lift up. Listen now. This is our attitude. And in hell, he lift up his eyes, being in torments, and saith Abraham, far off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham, this is our song, but Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receiveth thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. You close your eye to the poor, and you say you're going to be having peace. But now, where Abayewa said, he that gave to the righteous, or he that helped the poor, you have given unto me. Matthew 25, Matthew 25. I was hungry. You didn't give me food. I was thirsty, homeless. You close your eyes to the poor. When you die, you will say you're going to heaven. People crying peace over you. All right now. Lazarus evil things, but now he is comforted and thou art tormented. And besides, here is our music. Beside that, beside all this between you and us, there is a great gulf feast. When you enter that, I can pray for you. I can intercede for you. I can do absolute nothing. There is a great gulf. You have your already. That is your judgment. And Lazarus is judgment. Please stay on your, and I stay on my hope. Why should I? Father Abraham saw the pains of, but rather he never intercede. Rather he never prayed. Rather he still speak the mind of Yahweh. No, it's not possible. That is your place. There is a great gulf. And this gulf is being said by Abba Yehovah. Why should I be crying peace for you? He said, now you are tormented. Face the music, my people. Face the music, my friend. And stop that nonsense. Rest in what? What? Okay. And beside all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf, so that they which won't pass from thence to you cannot. neither can they pass to us. Thou would come from thence. Do you see? The statement is clear. Give what belongs to Caesar is very clear. You can't bring the two together. When someone dies, you are praying, rest in peace. No. Where you are, face the music, okay? You can't come to me. If you are in the link of fire, you better face the music. That is the second death. Fix it. Why should I be crying? Oh, when I know who you are. Crying. Even though you are righteous, I meant not to cry for peace for you. Because you are in the better place. Rather, you in heaven, you should be the one to be crying for my suffering. Be in the body of corruption. When you look upon me, you should be crying for me. Because you are in a better place where there is no more sorrow, full of joy eternal. You don't pray for the righteous when they die, rest in peace. No, no, no. It is an abomination. You are saying the words of Abba Yahweh is not completed in them. You dance the music, okay? And that was a mistake of Job. Job was interceding, pleading, doing the works of high priest in the life of his 10 children, year after year, whereby these children never sinned. Why must you be praying for someone that is already in peaceful place? Rest in peace. Did he ask you that I'm in torment, that you should pray for me in peace? Did the person that died ask you for prayer for peace? No. Where a righteous man died, you need not to pray, rest in peace. Rather, you bless Abba Yehovah for his life. Your spirit, if you are also righteous, your spirit is going to confirm that this person is going home. Definitely your spirit will confirm it. When my mother died, as I earlier said in my little biography I gave to my followers, what happened? I put on a sackcloth. In my vision, a man came to me and take it off and I put on a white garment on me. Why? He said, why should you be sorrowful? She's home. She's home. She's in a better place. Don't feel sorrowful. Rather celebrate that she make it to heaven. He took it off. When I wake up, first thing I did, all those nonsense, black. I just take it off and I begin to walk on the street. And I say, there is no, you don't put on black. I say, why should I put on? Am I mourning? No, my mother is in the Revelation. And I begin to quote Revelation 21. My mother is at home. Why should I be weeping for her? No. She's in a better place. That is where I got that vision. That is where I caught it. Why should it be more, peace. What peace? She's in a better place, said Abba Yehovah. Even though she was in the bosom of Father Abraham, being rooted, all of them straight away in heaven to home last year. But she was already in the better place. No tears over there, okay? It is wonderful. Father Abraham couldn't intercede. Father Abraham couldn't do nothing about this rich man that do wickedly against the covenant. He couldn't do nothing. Did you see? He spoke the mind of Abba Yahweh. He said, if they could not listen. The rich man also make another request. Okay, no problem. I lost it already. I missed the... Okay, now please, I have 5 brothers. Go and... He said, no, that is never been done. They have the law and they have the prophet. So let them listen to the law. The law is more authentic and the prophet is more... They are more authentic. Stop that. He couldn't give to him none of his requests. That is how we should be doing as the people of the book. Why should I be crying when I know who you are? Even though I don't know, I don't need to cry for peace for anyone. I don't need to pray for peace for anyone. You make heaven her glory. You done the sorry. You face the music, okay? Now let's get deep, because I said here, the point 3 is a strong meat. My people, now Hosea 4, I take it from 6 and 7. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Okay? That thou shalt be no prince to me, saying thou hast forgotten the law of Yehovah, I will also forget thy children. As they were increased, so their sin, so they sinned against me. Therefore, I will change their glory into shame. I will change their suffering or their enjoyment into suffering. He said, because you reject knowledge, therefore I will also reject you. Not just you alone, I'm also going to reject your children. Why should somebody Yehovah rejected die such a disastrous death and you will be praying for peace? You are looking for Abba Yehovah's trouble again, okay? You are just looking for him to set fire on you, okay? Here I am, Proverbs chapter 1, I take it from 22. How long, O ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. What did Abayawa say? He said, my people are destroyed or perished for lack of knowledge. And fools hate knowledge. For that simple reason, Abayawa said, I'm going to handle you to the will of your enemy, like he said in Yeshayahu. He said, your enemy that seek for your very soul, I'm going to give you unto them to kill you. So now when your enemy kill you, people will be crying peace. You are looking for Abayawa's trouble every now and then. 23. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make you know my way, my words unto you. I will make know my words unto you. He is still pleading for you to return back. Come and know knowledge. Don't despise knowledge, okay? 24. Because I have called, listen now. Because I have called, and ye refused that. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded it. But ye have set at naught all my counsel. I tell you, do like this and don't go like this. You ignore it. And would know of my reproof. No, you ignore all. 26. Listen now. I also will laugh at your calamity. Did you hear that? I take it again. 26 now. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. I will mock you. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. He said this thing is going to come to you as a whirlwind. Islam, they are whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. No, not at all. But I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they will not find me. Because you provoke him now into anger. He's not going to listen to you anymore. For that they hate knowledge. You see the reason why he rejects you? For that they hate knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahuwah. When you say Shabbat is the day, you say you don't care. Sunday is my day. When you say these are all my feasts, these are the feasts of Abba Yahuwah that you should proclaim it in this appointed time. You don't care. You are celebrating the feast of Babylon. You don't fear him. Say, fear ye not me. All right now. They would know of my counsel. No, you reject it. They despised all my reproof. Yes, Israel. He said, those I love, I rebuke and I chasten. But you despise it. You don't take it. Therefore, 31, therefore, they shall eat of the fruit of their own way and be fed with their own devices. That is correct. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them. You turn away from the royal law. He said that is going to put you to grave. That is going to kill you. It's going to cut off your head. And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Your prosperity is going to destroy you, okay? The prosperity of the fools, it will destroy them. What wrong in having prosperity? Nothing wrong. But you now become you now become foolish, wicked in your prosperity. Therefore, that prosperity is going to destroy you. Let's see how your prosperity now is going to destroy you, Yedikbo, Christ, all of you. How your prosperity is going to slay you. It's going to chop off your head. Your prosperity. Closing your ears to the poor. 1 Timothy 6:8 I read. And having food and raiment, let us be there with content. And that is all you need. Because this first, everything is going to be done with. It's not eternal. The eternal is what we long for. Having food now, having cloth, that is enough. Okay? Nine. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and unto many foolish, the prosperity of the fool will destroy them, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which draw men into destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, not some, okay? Which which wise some convent after they have held from their faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. You, Oyedepo, for private jet? Really? Adeboye, 1 billion request? Really? From who? A billion? Really? Chris, all of you. Your prosperity gonna destroy you. And again, what is the title? The mystery of death. It is, let the dead bury their dead. Here I am now, Luke 9, I take it from 59 to 60. And he said this, he's talking about Yehoshua, HaMashiach. He's the one speaking over here. And he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Adonai, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Bury your father? Really? Deny my words for your father? All right, now sister Yehoshua. Yehoshua said unto him, let the dead bury their dead. But go thou and preach the kingdom of Yehovah. Why this? Is it wrong to bury somebody? Is it wrong? Is it a sin? When your father died, I buried my mother. Okay? When your father died, is it wrong to bury? Not at all. Why did Yehoshua say it? Because the father is dead already. The father died a second death. The father never died the first death. That is, the father never make it to heaven. Why waste your time for something that is nonsense? Something that the war and the fire of his torment won't quench for all eternity. Why waste it? You will deny me for this nonsense? Let the dead, let Abadedo is the dead, let him go and bury your father. Because your father is his property. He have just killed your father with the eternal destruction. Therefore, let the dead bury their dead. Your father is the property now of the king of the dead, which is the Abadedo, the serpent, the dragon, the spoiler, the destroyer, the waster of soul. The plant, the changer of plants. He brought about death, the poisonous tree. The aircraft that descend upon all of us while we're still in the loins of the first man and the first woman, and not some right away to the lake of fire, and not put some of us in the state of coma, that will now need life support machine, which is the blood of Yehoshua HaMashiach. He is the owner of your father. That your father is his property. Let the dead bury their dead. Excuse me. You deny my works. You deny the works of the kingdom for this nonsense. It's not honored, okay? Let the dead bury their, because their father is dead already. This is somebody else's father. But the father's son didn't see the reality of his father. But Yehoshua knew. He's the judge. He knew where he cast his father into. To the bottomless pit, to the Hades, okay? Waiting for the final and the eternal judgment of the lake of fire. You're going to deny me for this nonsense that rejected me and not accept life? Let the dead bury their dead, okay? Your father is, is gone for all eternity. When Lazarus died, how did he put it to? He said he was sleeping. Sleep, okay? When the righteous died, they just go back home for rest. But this one, let the dead bury dead. Abadedo is the author of your father, so let him go and bury him. You don't waste your time for that nonsense. You praying for the dead? This man was being denied not to go and bury his father. You pray for the dead? Rest in peace? Really? You are just required. You are calling for war. Father Yehovah again. Now listen. Here I am, Matthew 10, 34 to 36 or 9 also. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Okay? For I am come to set a man against his father. A daughter against her mother. A daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. Okay? Enemy of a man. Let me first of all comment before I take that enemy of a man. So what is Messiah saying? Will you get the picture? Okay? So people are always going to say, why did this man didn't come to bury his father? What is that? Yes, he said his son against father. Why? Because the father belongs to the kingdom of destruction and the son belongs to the kingdom of life. Alright? The son belongs to heaven while the father belongs to the lake of fire. Again, they are not one family anymore. Okay? These are two kingdoms. These are two different people that must be separated from each other. And death has just done that. And lake of fire has just done that. Lake of fire is the separation The people or the children of the unlawful bed, they see the serpent from the righteous. This is how the link of fire is going to separate them all from the people of the book. So that is what he's talking about. To set father against son. You see now the son, he said, you cannot go and bury your father. Not. Your father is dead. It belongs to the property. It is the property of the devil. Let him go to where he belongs. You cannot deny my kingdom for that nonsense. You pray for the dead. Okay, now. Which one is heavier? For you to pray for the dead or for you to be denied not to bury your father? Which one is heavier? 36 now. A man's enemies shall be they of his household. Who was that enemy? It is simply the death. The Ogiwezi. The Ogiwezi. Ogiwezi means the king of death. Okay? Is the enemy in the house. Let's see how he come into the house, into the world, into the family of Yehovah. Is our enemy. Messiah makes it so clear that enemies of a man begins in his household. How did this enemy start in our house? Right in Genesis 3. That brought about the animosity of we today. Our forefather Adam and Kawa, they are the one who brought about this demon, which is called death, is our enemy, okay, in the house. But the son was saying his father, hey, is my father is supposed to go and bury? No, Messiah said you can't do that, okay? Just go and preach the news. Go and do my work, okay? Enemies of a man begins in his household because I've come to set father. Now the death in the house is our enemy. Okay? It's our enemy that comes to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Okay? As the serpent himself is the death. Numbers 19, I take it from 11. He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days. When you touch anybody, any dead man's body, on 7 days you shall be unclean. Now filthy. He shall purify himself with it on the 3rd day. Listen now. Here is where the message is. And on the 7th day, he shall be clean. But if he purify not himself the 3rd day, then the 7th day, he shall not be clean. Okay? Whosoever toucheth the dead body of any man that is dead, and purifieth not himself, defileth the tabernacle of Yehovah, and that soul shall be cut off from Yisrael, because the water of separation was not sprinkled upon him. He shall be unclean. His uncleanness is yet upon him. This is the law. When a man dieth in a tent, all that come into the tent and all that is in the tent shall be unclean 7 days. The tent is the house. Okay. Every man, every open vessels which hath no covering, burned upon it is unclean. I think I first of all to do something about that. Now, any man, when you touch any dead man's body, you become unclean. And you need to be clean the 3rd day and the 7th day. The 3rd day, which is the midst of the week, the 3rd day, that simply represents the first coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay? And the 7th day, which simply represents the 7,000 years, his second coming. That is where the final cleansing is. Now, today, in the whole world, each one of us has already touched the dead man's body. We have touched dead man's body, and that defies you and me. I wasn't there when the first man did that wickedness, or the first. I wasn't there, but because we all proceed from death, and the death sentence of Adam and Kawa now passed on from generation to generation unto you and me. I wasn't there, you wasn't there, but we be a partaker of that curses. Anyone who toucheth dead man's body shall be unclean. And you and me just did that from where? From the first Adam. The second Adam already died, but people are still dying. The saints is still dying. All the 12 apostles, they are still beheaded. They are still dying. Why? Yes, because death is going to reign until 7,000 years, which the very one will begins already. Any man that toucheth that dead body is unclean is unclean. You must be purified. And now how are you going to be purified? You would first of all purify on the 3rd day. That is the first coming. the works of the cross. And the second purification will take place now where? On the Sabbath, that is the Shabbat, the transfiguration. That is the kingdom of this great king. That is where I just read in Matthew 17, 1-7. Matthew 16, 28, you will not taste death anymore. 17, transfiguration in the 7th, after 6 days. We are already after 6 days, we are already in the beginning of the 7th, which is the Shabbat, the 7,000 years of Abba Yehovah, when everything now will be placed in order. In the end of this 7,000 years, all iniquity is going to be wiped into the lake of fire. That is the white judgment throne. There, the 8,000 year begins. That is the new beginning. No more of this nonsense. That is where Eden's garden in the whole world will not come down. In Revelation 21 and Revelation 22 is restoration to what took place in Genesis 3. We're returning back to Genesis 1 and 2 again. That is what Revelation 21 and 22 is. Because Genesis 3, Bereshit 3, contaminate the whole system. Anyone that toucheth dead man becomes unclean. You and me touch. Because Father Abraham is the progenitor of every living being. Not every living being, excuse me, because serpent share fatherhood with him. But the woman, she is the progenitor of every living being, yes. She brought about it. She opened the door because she now become uncovered. They say any vessel opened. Any vessel uncovered. She removed her covering. The man supposed to be her covering. She removed it for lusting for power. She removed her covering. So every open vessels. She not open her head for serpent to become her head. Death becomes resident on her head, which have no covering. Bed upon it is unclean. The woman up exposed her head for serpent to love to sneak in over her head, and serpents now become her head. And this is how death become the crown of every living soul, righteous or not righteous, until the end of 7,000 years. Because she opened the door. The door she opened, the conversation she opened, that is how she removed her covering. She now become uncovered. And we see our covering. 1 Corinthians 11, 3. Abba Yahweh is the head of Yahushua. Yahushua is the head of a man. Man is the head of a woman. Therefore, woman, cover your head. This woman now refused to cover her head. She now refused. She opened her head for serpent to come and attack him, and he struck. And this is how death passed from them both into you and me. That makes us unclean. Death sentence in the system of Adam is in everyone. It said from Adam, death reigned. Death passed through all from him. So this is why we are unclean. So the final cleansing of this death, it is in the 7th. If you are not cleansed in the 3rd, therefore in the 7th, it said your own blood is going to be upon your own head. Therefore, that is second death, facing the lake of fire. Okay. Let's check over the water of separation that needs to be sprinkled upon you. Yehukana John 3:5. Yahushua answered, Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a man be born of water and of spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of Yehovah. Except you be born of the Ruach. He that believeth on me, out of his belly a rivers of living water will flow. The word is Yahushua. And the water is the Ruach HaKodesh. That needs to overflow from your belly. Let's check out the people that refuse to do that. They won't be cleansed in the 7th. What did he say? Except you be born of water and of the spirit. Okay? The water is the word of Almighty Yehovah, and the spirit is the Ruach HaKodesh. Let's see the people who will not be cleansed. If this first coming and the final coming, it is the final cleansing. I read in Matthew 25, take it 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet their bridegroom. The bridegroom. 5 were wise, 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. And the one that is going to enter the kingdom of Abba Yehovah must be born of the water. The water is the word. The water is the lamb, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. And must be born of the spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. What is the symbol of the oil? Oil simply represents the Ruach HaKodesh, the spirit, the Holy Spirit. That is the representation of oil, okay? And the foolish one, we are not having it. They only have what? The water, but they were not having what? The Spirit. And the water and the Spirit ought to go together for you to receive your final cleansing in the 7th. And that is the only way you're going to enter into the kingdom of Yehovah. But the foolish never care, never mind. They just run one race of Babylonia, okay, and go and they are goes for again. That is the Christendom, okay. That is the Christian. In fact, they don't even have the water. They don't even have the water of separation. They don't have it at all, at all, at all. They only have Babylonia. The water is the word, is the royal law. Do they have the royal law? Of course, they say Jesus, nailed it to the cross, and they also say it's a curse. They don't have. They only have, but every single thing the Christian practice is not found in the royal law. Every single thing is not found. Okay, is not found. If not 99% of it, the 100% of it is not found in the royal law. Maybe 1% could be found, okay, because they believe Yahushua is the son of, 1% could be found, okay. Let me give them 1%. 99, it is Babylonia, all right. So this set of group that won't be cleansed in the 7th. They are also the set of group that is being found in Matthew 7, 21 to 23. We cast out demon, we do this. I never knew you workers of iniquity. I never knew. Anyway, let me not go ahead of myself. We are coming into that. So, such, they have no cleansing in the 7th. So they are dead ones. We are coming into that. Because he said, if you are not cleansed in these 2 occasions, therefore your blood is going to be upon your home. He said you are going to be cut off from the camp of Yisrael. When you've been cut off, you go to the other camp, which is called what? Death. Here I am, mouthfeel, so you don't pray for such people. Because I bet Yehova said, for you to forsake me, I'm going to handle you to the will of your enemy, the very one that seek after your soul. I'm going to handle you to death. When such person is being killed, you'll be crying peace. Abomination in the highest place. You are invoking the anger of Abba Yehovah upon yourself, praying for the dead. Matthew 6, I take it from now. After this manner, therefore you pray ye. Listen, I take it against Messiah talking, teaching the disciple what they should pray for. After this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That is worship, okay? You just worship him. Then verses 10. Now the second point, what did he go for? The second prayer taught by Yahushua HaMashiach. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. What was the will of Abba Yehovah that needs to be done? What is the will of Abba Yehovah? You know, the New Jerusalem right now is in heaven. When you go to Revelation 21, you're going to see it over there. It's right in heaven. Waiting to come down earth. This is the prayer Messiah asks us to be praying for. What is the will of Abba Yehovah that needs to be done here on earth as it is in heaven? For the whole earth to be cleansed, for iniquity to be wiped out, for evil to be removed, for wickedness of the wicked one to be reckoned upon their head and sweep them all down to the lake of fire. That is the will of Abba Yehovah. That is the prayer he taught you and me. Not praying for the death. Oh, Riba Baba Ho Shandayaba. Pray that his will be done. What is his will? Abba Yehovah longed to see that the wickedness of the wicked one is no more here on earth. Abba Yehovah longed to see that his earth comes back to the original state as it were in Genesis 1 and 2 before the contamination. That is his will. That will that is left here on earth, we will not live like an angel that will not sin. That is his will that needs to be done. That is the prayer Messiah said you should pray. Not pray after a wretched someone that is going to be languishing in the lake of fire for mercy. Peace be upon you. When he said there is no peace for the wicked, Muhammad, peace be upon you. What? There is no peace for the wicked, okay? You're doing that. You are even increasing the torment of Muhammad in the lake of fire, in the bottomless pit. You're doing that. Cry for Yedikba. You are going to be increasing the torment of Yedikba in the abyss of torment. You dare not. Know ye your enemy. Death is your enemy. Wherever you want to put someone right now to death, you will be crying for peace. Then that enemy will visit you. That enemy will knock at your door. Okay? Pray that his will should be done. He said, because you forsake me, therefore, I'm going to handle you to the will of your enemy who seek after your soul, so that they will squash you and send you to a terminal, grave. You pray for peace. Matthew 4:4. When the tempter came, the death, the Ogiwezi, when he speak to Messiah, Messiah said, what? Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every single word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yehovah. When Yehovah said that his destruction is hunger, is hungry with the wicked every day, and when he not put them to eternal bed, you will not be crying peace for them. Okay. But man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yehovah. You are living by sun, you are not living by sun. Living for Satan, you living for... Okay, we shall see. Hear the prayer of Yahushua HaMashiach. John 17. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, John 17, I take it from 8. For I have given unto them the words which thou givest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. Now, I pray for them. I pray not for the world. No, not that I didn't pray for the whole world. No, I pray only for them. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me. For they are mine. For they are thine. They are your own. This is his last prayer. He prayed for his disciples before he goes to the cross and faces his enemy. I pray for them only, his own people, not for the dead. Let the dead bury the dead, okay? Here I am. Excuse me. Okay. Revelation 19. Where am I going to take it? Okay, let me take it from... Okay, 13 now. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And his name is called the Word of Yehovah. The Word of Yehovah is the double-edged sword, okay? 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth, listen now, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword. It is the word, that is judgment, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and tread the winepress of the fierceness of his wrath. The fierceness and wrath of Almighty Yehovah. He's going to smite the nation, and his garment is dipped in blood. Okay, so I'm going to stain my garment with the blood of the Gentiles. So when such people die, we'll be crying for peace. Here I am in the book of Anuka 62. I take it for verses 2. Oh, where is it now? And the word of his mouth slays all the sinners, and all the unrighteous are destroyed from before his face. Did you hear that? So when he did this one, you'll be crying, may he so rest in peace. Really? And they shall stand up in that day all the kings and the mighty and the exalted and those who hold the earth, and they shall see and recognize how he sits on his throne of glory, and righteousness is judged before him, and no lying word is spoken before him. Okay. Now verses 4. Then shall pain come upon them as on a woman in a travail, and she has pain in bringing her forth when her child enters the mouth of the womb, and she has a pain in bringing forth. He said, what are this coming? Both man and woman, they are all going to enter labor room, Man is going to enter labor room. That is how he described the pain. If you are a woman, you've been there, you understand what I'm talking about. Both men and women, they are going to enter labor room, okay? that is how he described the pain. And 2 Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians 5, we also got the same reckoning over. They say why they are saying peace and safety, sudden destruction will come upon them as a woman travaileth in pain. This is how he described it. So this is how severe the pains of this end times is going to be. So when someone die you will be crying for peace. Really? You are not his army, because his army, we are praying for his will to be done. 5 now. And one portion of them shall look on the other, and they shall be terrified, and they shall be downcast of countenance, and pain shall seize them when they see the Son of Man sitting on the throne of his glory. This is the book of Anuka. Okay, wonderful. And I go for 7. For from the beginning the Son of Man was hiding, and the Most High preserved him in the presence of his might, and revealed him to the elect. We knew him. He did not done away with the Lord. We knew him, okay? He's our Messiah until heaven and earth packs away. That's how we knew him. My sheep know me. They know my voice. When I call to them, they just know my voice and follow me, okay? He said the Son of Man is being revealed to the elect. We knew him. Verses 9. And all the kings and the mighty and the exalted and those who rule the earth shall fall down before him on their faces and worship and sit there. Listen now how these people is also worshiping. Is it now you want to worship the Son of the Most High? Is it now you want to recognize him? Oh, Shabbat is the day. Oh, Feast of Purim. Oh, Anukai. Oh, Passover. Oh, unleavened bread. Is it now you want to do it? Oh, his name is Yahweh. Really? His name is Yahushua. Hey, no more Jesus. No, it's too late, baby. And the earth shall fall before him on their faces and worship and set their hope upon that Son of Man and petition him. Listen now. And petition him and supplicate for mercy at his hand. Listen now, whether he's going to take this worship or he's going to take this supplication or he's going to have mercy upon them as they requested. Verses 10. Nevertheless, the Yahuwah Spirit will not, the Yahuwah Spirit will suppress them that they shall hastily go forth from his presence, and their faces shall be filled with shame, and the darkness grow deeper on their faces. Okay, and he delivered them to the angels of for torment, to execute vengeance on them, because they have oppressed his children and his elect, and they shall be a spectacle for the righteous and for his elect, and they shall rejoice over them, because the wrath of Yahuwah Spirit rests upon them, and his sword is drunk with their blood, and the righteous and elect shall be saved on that day, and they shall never thenceforward see the face of sinners and unrighteousness anymore. Did you just caught a glimpse, or did you get any? We are not going to see the face of sinner anymore. Did you hear what he's talking about? When King Yahushua bring judgment, these people, they are going to be praying. Yahushua, he says now he says he's going to press it so hard that you will even hasty and say this one is no mercy, and tears. Okay, error from his face. This is how he's going to so hard press it. Okay, because judgment has already come. Why? He said we are not going to see the face of sinners anymore. These sinners he's talking about here, including our relative, okay? Including our relative, that is in the days of Noah, when they were knocking the book of Yeshua 6, 30 to 26. Which you see, the relative, we are knocking open the ark so that we shouldn't die. Why should we die? We are his relative. But he said we are not going to see them anymore. This could include your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. Let the dead bury their dead. He said to the son, don't do that nonsense. Okay? We are not going to see them anymore. Alright? So this is how tough it is. It's coming. It's disastrous. And this is the nature of this segment. Put your house in order. Okay? You see, Saul, they say Saul is going to be drunk with blood. So when he slaughters some certain group, he will be crying peace. You are also looking for his judgment as well. You better pray for his will to be done, okay? We see, you can read Revelation 15. You're going to see when destruction was going on earth, the angel was worshiping. And that is the will of Abba Yahuwah, okay? Revelation again 19. You read it from verses 1. You're also going to see when the Babylon was being overthrown by Abba Yahuwah, heaven celebrate, heaven rejoice over her. Rejoice over our destruction. That is who we are as the people of the book. We don't cry peace for them. Rather, we rejoice for the divine judgment. It is like the days of Noah. What about Exodus 12, where every firstborn was being slaughtered? We rejoice over the destruction of our enemy. Suffer not a witchcraft for a living. We're praying for the dead. To have peace. What peace? Here I am, 2 Peter 2, and also 2, 7 to 9. And deliver just Lot, versed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelleth among them, in seeing and hearing versed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. You see, it said, because you oppress, because the children of the wicked, the dragon oppressed the children of the Most High, therefore is going to execute this judgment on them. You see, Lot being in Sodom and Gomorrah, they were vexing his spirit. But when he see their lawless, he always grieved his spirit. His spirit always grieved by the wickedness of their lawlessness. He grieved his spirit. He put his spirit in sadness. Like me, likewise, because we will go by the mind of Abba Yehovah. Okay, we can't rejoice over someone doing wickedly. When I know that thing is provoking, my father will be rejoicing. No. It grieved my soul also. Exactly what was going on in the life of Lot in Sodom and Gomorrah. Here I am, 1 King. You can take it from 9 to 17. Abba Yehovah ordained these people to slaughter people. Okay, we also see that in Revelation. I just read 17. And it shall come to pass that him that escapeth the sword of Azael shall Yehu slew. Excuse me. And it shall come to pass that him that escaped the sword of Azael shall Yehu slay. And him that escaped from the sword of Yehu shall Elisha slay. You see, he anointed, if you really are going to see how Eliyahu anointed all of them for this war. So why should these people, Abba Yehovah, or they go and slaughter? Then you will be crying for peace. You better pray for his will to be done. Numbers chapter 16, you can just read all. This was a man, Abba Yehovah said he was so meek. But the company of the wicked one provoked him into anger. That the people he was once praying for protection, when they make a golden calf, that Abba Yehovah should destroy them. This way, the people he himself are praying against. Let the dead bury the dead, okay? Let the dead bury their dead. Verses 20 now. And Yehovah spake unto Moshe and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. Because they provoke the servant of Yehovah into anger. Therefore, separate from them. 26 now. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of this wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in their sin. Just read up. And the earth opened their mouth and swallowed all of them. And Moshe said, hereby ye shall know that Yehovah hath sent me to do all these things work, for I have not done them of my own mind. If this men die, the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then Yehovah hath not come in. He was the one interceding for these people, but he is the one placing curse on them again, because they have done wickedly. But if Yehovah make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up with all that pertaining unto them, and they go down quickly to the pit, then ye shall understand that this men have provoked Yehovah. And it come to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the grand cliff asunder that was under them, and the earth opened their mouth and swallowed them up. And they, their houses, their wives, their children, and all the men that they are pertaining unto Korah, and all their goods, and all that pertaining to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. Separate yourself from them. This is the hour to separate from wicked men. because they have done wicked. Oyedepo is wicked. Christakel, all of them, TB Joshua, they are all wicked. They do wickedly against the covenant. They shall die, and their sin will be upon their own head. Here I am, 1 Corinthians 15:29. This is the prayer this garbage is used to defend themselves, praying for the dead. This is their prayer, praying for the dead. Rest in peace. May his soul rest in peace. May he enter the bosom of their Lord. I know you have many lords, okay? It is an abomination to be praying for the dead. You don't. We see already that Abba Yehowa ordained. Okay. I read now 29, verses 15, chapter 15, 29. Else, what shall they do which are baptized for the dead? If the dead raise not at all, why are they then baptized for the dead? Okay, these people, these Corinthians, people in Corinthians, whatever, this was their practice, and they are pagans, okay? And the Pharisees said there is no resurrection. Those who did not believe resurrection. Therefore, Apostle Shauna took from the unbelievers as an illustration to fool the so-called believer. Even the unbeliever believe resurrection. That is why they are baptizing for the dead. They are pagan. They do baptize for the dead because they believe one day everybody is going to be resurrected. Who gave them that? It is the dragon again, their father. Their father is the one that gave them that practice. Even though they are pagan, they were baptizing for the dead, that if you die, they have to baptize for you. They have to pray for you to enter heaven or to be resurrected. Okay? He was just using it to make full of death. Like Yahushua said we should learn from the season. Learn from when things is like that, you will know summer is coming. When things is like that, you will know it is winter. Learn things from even from the creation. From the creation, we should learn things. Apostle Shaul just took from the practice of the paganism and now begin to use it to refute the so-called below you that carry book that full of resurrection. You said there is no resurrection. If there is, indeed there is nothing like that. Why should the pagan do this? Who gave them that thought? Where did it come from? That the dead one day is going to be rising, and that is their belief that they now begin to pray for the dead or whatever, baptize for the dead. Of course, the dead is going to be raising. Everyone is going to be raising. Okay, Daniel 12 verses 1 said that. The wicked will be resurrected, and why the righteous also is going to be resurrected, but the pace of where you are going. That is the white judgment throne. That is also the second resurrection in Revelation 20. From verses 4 to 6, you are going to see, at the end, you will see also in verses 15. Every one of us is going to be resurrected. So the pagan was having that thought from their demon, which is Abaddon, that they should be practicing it. So he was using it to refute them. He was not condoning it. He was not saying be doing it. Never. Rather, he himself rebuked you for it. This is Yahushua assignment unto the apostles. So Apostle Shehu, once Pharisees knew what he was talking about. Here I am, Mark 16, I take you 15 to 16. And he said unto them, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth, listener, and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. Why should he be praying for the dead, baptizing the dead, whereby baptizing and believing must be go together? Now that the dead, they are already dead, you are baptizing the dead, and the dead, they are already gone. Therefore, it's going to believe for them. The dead, someone needs to believe, and you need to be baptized. As you are baptized, you must believe. If you baptize only and look at it over at the end, he that believeth not is condemned already. If you only baptize and you did not believe the royal of Genesis to Revelation, you are doomed already. Now you baptizing the dead, but the dead did not believe. You pray rest in peace. You are baptizing them, but they did not believe. You can baptize them, but you cannot believe for them. You must believe. He said, if you don't believe, you are doomed already to eternal damnation. The Christians, they have never ever stopped in twisting the saying of Apostle Shahu. Here I am, 2 Peter 3, 15 to 17, and I count that the long suffering of our Adonai is salvation, even as our beloved brother Shahu also according to the wisdom given unto him hath written unto you, as also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that on length and unstable wrestle. You fighting against Jehovah. When he put people to death, you are crying recipes, as they do also other scriptures, unto their own destruction. When you misquote Apostle Shaul, he said it is for your own destruction. 17. Yea, therefore, beloved, see ye know these things before, beware lest ye also be led away with the error of the wicked, far from your own standfastness. You shouldn't be among the error of the wicked. No, don't be a part of it, because it is their own destruction. You don't pray for the dead at all. You don't. Now, anyone who died, whether in Yahushua, you still need not to pray, because you can't do that. It's in a better place. Okay? Anyone who died in Yahushua goes straight to heaven or heavenly bosom in hell. Okay? When someone died, like the elect, that is the great stipulation that is being extended unto them. If it were possible, the elect will be deceived utterly. But we see Abba Yehovah extend a great stipulation unto them that it is not utterly possible for the elect to be deceived. Okay, that is the vision Ezekiel saw in Ezekiel 37. He said that we are in a massive graveyard. Like my brother and sister in the Christendom, it is massive graveyard. In the Islam, it is massive graveyard. But for the sake of it, the elect, mercy is being extended. Anyone that died, the elect that died in the Christendom, you don't need to pray for them. They are going straight to where? To the bosom of Father Abraham. The one that died in the royal law, that is in Yahushua, you go straight to heaven. How can you be praying for people that is in heaven? Where you also die, if you are the elect, you die. Right away, you go to the bosom of Father Abraham, according to vision, Abba Yehovah has given unto me. You go straight over there. Because when he brought this vision, like I said, share in one of my message, I think not too long ago, they were still on white robe. But that white robe was stained with the filthiness of Gentiles. But nevertheless, they never goes to the pit. Never. They are sent right away to the bosom of Father Abraham, awaiting, like my mother, the testimony I share. Last year, in the Day of Atonement, my mother died 2011, but she was being taken into heaven last year in the Day of Atonement. It was awesome. Okay? All of them, as they go to the bosom of Abraham, they will still having this white garment. That is the salvation. It can never. He said, if it were possible, it is not possible for them to be destroyed, because their name already is being written. These are the people of Yehovah, like Father Adam. It was not utterly possible for him to be destroyed. He's right now in heaven, according to the gospel of Nicodemus. And we also get a few knowledge from Matthew 27. They said the saint also, when he was raising, the saint also arose. It was the saint of the Old Testament. They are in heaven. It is not utterly possible for the elect to be destroyed. When someone dies, even though in Christianity, when I know is elect, I can't pray for a rest in peace. No. Because he's going to a better place. First, he's going right away to the bosom of Father Abraham. Within a time, therefore, in the Day of Atonement, he said, because our prayer, this is what our prayer is doing, even for the elect, in the bosom of Abraham, and here also on earth. Do you know what our prayer is doing today? Go and read Revelation 8. Our prayer is what is going ascending up that is bringing destruction here on earth. Read it. You can go and read Revelation 8. You will see what I'm talking about. Now here I am, Luke 23:43. And Yahushua said unto him, verily I say unto thee, today thou shalt be with me in paradise. As soon as that thief make it up to heaven, repent from his wicked and last minute salvation, he enter paradise that same day. Okay? Let me give you the references so that I quickly rush to point 4. Hebrew 5, 9, 8 to 9. Philippians 1, 23. 2 Corinthians 6, 2. Leviticus 18. Okay? Leviticus 18 simply make it so clear. When you defile the land is going to spew you out. When you pollute the land. Christian kingdom, all of them, they pollute the land. Therefore, the land is going to spew them out. You don't pray for that. That will be a double portion of Yahuwah indignation against you. When you keep crying peace for these people, you don't. Go and read Revelation chapter 8. Yahushua said, pray that the will of Abba Yahweh prevail on earth. Read Revelation 8. Our prayer is doing great disaster here on earth. Now, point 4 is the last point. Let me quickly establish it. In case it stops, please follow up and listen to the leftover part. Point 4. The second death is the link of fire. This death only go for serpent, devil, demons, and their children. Okay? So right now, we are going to see what the second death is. Here I am, 1 John 5, I take it 16 to 17. If a man see his brother sin a sin which is not unto death, he shall ask, and he shall give him life for them that sin not unto death. That is sin not unto death. There is a sin unto death. I do not say that ye should pray for it all. For it, all unrighteousness is sin, and there is a sin not unto death. What is it talking? There is a sin that leads to destruction, and there is a sin that is not unto. But anyone that is already in this way of the sins that leads unto death, he said you shouldn't pray for them. Do you see how serious it is? Okay, that is the second death. So let's see now, who are they? Here I am, 1 Corinthians 11. I take it from 30 to what? 2 or so. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. That sleep there is talking about death, okay? And if I'm supposed to take it from 29. Okay, yeah. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself. You eat. He say if you eat the body of Yahushua Meshach and drink his blood on a worthy man, he say you just do that to your own destruction. And not discerning Adonai's body. Okay, for this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. He's talking about death. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. All right. When you eat the royal law on the royal law is his body, and he is his blood. When you take it on a worthy manner, in that the work he did for you on the cross, and the royal law, when you take it for granted on a worthy manner, that is the sin that leads unto death. That is the second death, which are the Christendom. Repressing Jesus. I said Jesus is the Messiah. Replaces. This is sin that leads unto death. That is why he said in Matthew 7:21-3, I never knew you, because their sin leads unto death. I do miracle. No, I never knew. I cast out. No, I never knew. I prophesied. No, I never knew. That is in my name. You bring in another man who never did what I did for you. You take it on the worthy manner. Therefore, it is damnation eternal. That is the sin. We should not pray for people like that. That is what 1 John 5:16-17 is saying unto you and me. Take it tight for money. You take the royal law on a worthy man. That is not the book, is the body of Yahushua HaMashiach. In Acts of Apostles 18:6, that was what Apostle Shaul said, your own blood be upon your own head. Why? Because those people sin a sin that leads unto destruction. If the Christian don't want to tell another lie, they will be saying, that is the sins of blasphemy. That isn't true. The sins of blasphemy is also a sin that leads to eternal death. But Apostle Shaul also blasphemed. Let's quickly look into. They also blasphemed that, but he was spared. Quickly, let me call out the scriptures because my time is almost up. Family, being to next week Shabbat, we are going to deal with this word called amen, like this. Okay, I quote that first John. Where is it? 1 John 1:8-10. Okay, John 8:3-11. Hebrew 10:38-39. Matthew 12:23-32. 1 Timothy 1:13, Matthew 13:41-42, Hebrew 1:9, Proverbs 15:9-10, excuse me, and 16:25, Revelation 20:10-15. So let me go for the other part now. I read now 1 Timothy 13, who was before a blasphemer and a persecutor and injurious, but I obtained mercy because I did it ignorantly in unbelief. Christianity said I believe, okay? First John 1 8 to 10. If we say that we have not sinned, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Go and sin no more. That is the cleansing. Now 8, like I quote 3 to 11. A day will come when we are going to unveil what he was writing on the ground. Liar Christianity. They twist it again. I take it now 11. She said, no, ma Adonai. And Yahushua said unto her, neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. He will cleanse you from all unrighteousness. Okay? You don't use that to propagate iniquity. Go and do it no more. Hebrew 1:9. But unto the Son he saith, thy throne, O Yahuwah, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom. Thou hast lovest righteousness and hate iniquity. Therefore Yahuwah, even thy Elohim, hath anointed thee with oil of... Even Yahushua himself hates iniquity. He's not a propagator of iniquity, okay? Only Jesus is doing that. Here I am, Matthew 13. I take 41 to 42 or 40 or so. And therefore the tails are gathered and burnt in fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do lawlessness. Is going to kick you all out of his kingdom, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. They shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Did you see what he's talking about? It's going to remove everything. These people, they were once so-called in the kingdom. These are not unbelievers. He says he's going to gather all of you out of his kingdom, which means these people were once into the kingdom, but he's going to, throw all of you out because you did not pray for the will of Abba Yehovah to be done. Family, stay tuned on the Shabbat, so you can read other scripture I couldn't read. My time is almost up. So he's going to gather all of you out. That is what he said. He's remove you every iniquity, Babylonian system. He's going to remove all of you into the other kingdom. Where is the other kingdom? The link of fire. So it is that is the second death. You can see Revelation 10, 20, 15, 10 to 15. That is the final death.